If you're planning a trip to Taipei, here are the must-know tips that will help you save time, money, and help you avoid the usual travel mistakes. Today, I'm breaking it down all for you, starting from the best time to go, where to stay, and even how you can win 5,000 new Taiwanese dollar the moment you arrive at the airport. So make sure to stay around for that. Taipei is seriously one of the most underrated travel destination, and it's also one of my most favorite travel destination. Not just for the amazing food and the fun places to explore, but Taiwanese people are honestly some of the most welcoming and friendliest people that I've ever met. So if you pick Taipei as your next travel destination, I would say good job. But let's start with the first tip on best time to visit Taipei. The best months to go to Taipei is between March to May or October to early December. During this time, the weather is pleasant, it's not too humid, and the skies are clear. You do want to avoid July to September because this is the typhoon season, and you might have to deal with the unpredictable weather. I personally went in May last time, and to be honest, even during May, there are a couple days where it just started raining. So that's why people say that the weather in Taipei can be unpredictable sometimes. It's not too bad though, but I would highly recommend to bring an umbrella. Next thing that you want to check is the travel requirements. You want to check if you need a visa to enter Taiwan. And for most countries, Taiwan offers either 15 days to 90 days of free visa. Just make sure you have a valid passport that won't expire at least in the next 6 months, and also a return or onward ticket. So usually they will ask for this. To be safe, you want to double check at the Taiwan immigration website. I will leave the link down below. Once you arrive at the airport, there are some important things that you need to do. First one is to get an internet or SIM card. If your phone support it, I highly recommend to get an eSIM before flying to Taipei so you can have internet connection right away. But if it's not an option, don't worry, you still can get a SIM card at the airport. And I usually wouldn't recommend getting a SIM card at the airport because the price can be a lot more expensive, but that's not the case with Taiwan. Actually, you can find a cheaper and also more affordable options at the airport. So you want to make sure that you get the SIM card at the airport instead. The next thing that you want to get is an easy card. So this is a must-have multifunctional card that you can use for transportation, food, or even shopping. You can get it at 7-Eleven at the airport. The card itself costs 100 new Taiwanese dollar, and you can load credit onto it immediately. So here's the bonus tip. Before going to purchase the easy card, you can actually win a preloaded 5,000 new Taiwanese dollar easy card. What you want to do is go to Taiwan Lucky Land campaign website. I will leave the link in the description box. You want to register at least 1 day before your flight. Once you register and input your data, they'll send you an email with a QR code. So when you arrive at the airport, just find the tourist information. It will be really easy to find, and that's where you can scan the QR code and test your luck and see if you can win something. I actually ended up winning 5,000 new Taiwanese dollar. To be honest, I just did it for fun. I didn't expect that I would want it, but it's definitely a nice way to be welcome to Taiwan. So make sure you don't skip this step. Now, how to get around from the airport to the city. To get to the city, you can take the Taoyuan Airport MRT Express line. This train departs every 15 minutes, so it will be pretty easy to catch. But it only operates from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. So if you arrive at the airport outside of this time, you can either get a bus instead or get a taxi. For the Taoyuan Airport MRT Express line, it costs 160 new Taiwanese dollar or around $5. It also have Wi-Fi instead, and the seating was pretty comfortable. For navigation in Taiwan, you can just use Google Maps. I use it all the time while I was there, and it's pretty accurate for MRT and also the walking direction. But honestly, for bus, usually they have a 2 minutes or sometimes even 10 minutes delay. So you want to keep that in mind. And before we continue with the rest of the video, I want to thank Hostinger Horizon for sponsoring this part of the video. I know a lot of you love travel just like I do, and maybe at some point you've thought it would be amazing if I can turn this into something more. Whether it's to start a travel blog, share tips, and maybe create your own travel guide. So what's stopping you into turning this idea into something real? I know most of the time it's not knowing wondering where or how to begin. Honestly, it is exactly where I was a few years ago. So if that sounds like you too, I want to share something that will make getting started so much easier. Hosting Horizon is a brand new AI-powered tool that lets you build your own website just by chatting with it. So no coding, no tech headaches, you just tell it what you want, like a blog, a landing page, or even a mini online shop. And it sets everything for you, from domain, hosting, email, and even Stripe if you're selling something. So here is what I created: a website with a section of blog posts and a page where people can purchase my digital products. It's super beginner friendly and perfect if you thought about creating something of your own, even as a side project. You can get free trial today with Hosting Horizon and use my code for 10% off your first month. I will leave the link in the description box below. Now, where to stay when you come to Taipei? For first timer, I would always recommend this area called Ximending. It's a lively, central, and most major attractions are nearby or just a short bus ride away. I stayed at Amba Hotel Ximending and I would highly recommend it. The room was clean, spacious, the staff speak English so you don't have to worry about it, and the location itself is just very central, so you can easily just like go down and explore around Ximending. And they also have an amazing breakfast buffet. So if you're staying here, I would highly recommend to get the breakfast buffet because it also comes with some amazing Taiwanese food selections. Talking about food, like what I mentioned before, Taiwan is well known for the culinary. So the next thing that I would recommend is to try a Taiwanese breakfast. There are a lot of traditional Taiwanese breakfast places. The easiest way to find them is just to type soy milk on Google Maps because most of the breakfast places have soy milk on their name. One of the most popular one is called Fuhang soy milk, but I didn't go to that one because the line can be pretty long. I went to Yonghe soy milk instead because it's also located in Ximending and it's only like 5 minutes walk away from Amba Hotel. They also have some line, but it moves pretty quickly because most of the time you can just like grab whatever you want from the counter and then go straight to the cashier and pay for it. And I would highly recommend this. Honestly, this is one of the best breakfasts I've ever had. Next things to do is to get a boba. So if you don't know what boba is, I don't know how to talk to you, but where have you been? But it's basically this tapioca drink, usually with milk tea, and they have these tapioca bowls that are chewy and sweet. And Taiwan is the birthplace of boba tea, so you can find a lot of boba stalls pretty much everywhere. My favorite throughout the trip is Singfu Tang, which is a pretty well-known chain for boba, but the one that I tried in Taiwan definitely tastes different. So I would say go and give it a try. It is like rich, sweet, and they use a caramelized boba. And also when you go there, they also have the dinosaur head to melt the caramel on top. Next one is a place called Chunshui Tang. So my Taiwanese friend told me this is the original boba shop. It has most of a stronger tea flavor, so not too milky. So you can try both and see which one do you like the most. Next thing that you definitely don't want to miss is to take a day trip to Shifen and Jiufen. You can set aside a day or two to explore these two places. Shifen is this one town where you can release a sky lantern on the train track with your wishes written on it. And after that, you can head to Jiufen. This is the town that inspired the movie Spirited Away. So if you're a fan of this movie, you definitely have to check out Jiufen. You haven't really experienced Taipei until you go to the night market. So there are tons of like good night market in Taipei, but I would recommend the Shilin night market, Ningxia Street night market, and the other one is Raohe night market. I actually went to Ningxia Street night market on my last visit, and here you would find tons of options for the Taiwanese street food. I also tried this cilantro ice cream for the first time, and honestly it didn't disappoint. I know it might sound a little bit weird like cilantro and ice cream, but trust me, it actually tastes pretty good. Also, if you come to Taiwan, challenge yourself and get the stinky tofu. One of the best meals that I had in Taiwan is actually at this restaurant called Din Tai Fung. This is a popular restaurant, and I know they also have it in Singapore, in Hong Kong, and even in the US. And this restaurant is usually known for being more expensive, which is why you want to try the one in Taipei because it's more affordable and it actually tastes better than the other chain that I've tried. This restaurant is a Michelin-starred restaurant and they're famous for their soup dumpling. Next is to visit the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. This historical site is stunning and it's huge. There is a giant traditional architecture, serene gardens, and they also have this changing guard ceremony every hour. Next thing that I would recommend is to try a croissant. Well, I know people will say, what are you talking about? Like croissant in Taiwan? But this croissant store is actually different. I was actually strolling around that area and I saw a lot of people lining in front of the store. And when I checked it out, they actually sell croissant with a lot of different Taiwanese flavor. So they have oolong tea flavor, the Chinese sausage flavor, and also taro flavor, and also tons of different ones. I ended up buying 6 different croissants and everything tastes amazing. These are the croissants that you won't find anywhere else, so might as well just try it in Taipei. Oh, by the way, the place is called Yikesung. Next, you cannot go to Taipei without visiting Taipei 101. I usually skip major landmark, but Taipei 101 surprised me. The view is actually incredible, but what makes it more interesting is they have a lot of different entertainment as well as like some information about the building that you can learn. So they have this tune mass damper. It's like a big bowl that they have in the center of the building. So it actually stabilizes the building during earthquakes or also strong typhoon winds. Next thing is to try Taiwanese hair wash or hair spa. So I've seen this on social media before. Some people say like most girls in Taiwan, they don't wash their hair by themselves. They go to an actual salon to get their hair washed. And my initial thought was like, that was so extra to go to the salon every time just to get your hair washed. But now I understand the hype. They don't just like shampoo and rinse your hair, but it's actually an entire experience itself. They massage your scalp, they style your hair, they even help you put on face masks. And basically it's like entire spa experience. I would highly recommend this, especially after you have long travel day. Last but not least is to get a souvenir at Library Ante. If you're looking for a classy, peaceful place to get souvenir, I actually found this hidden gem called Library Ante. It's a library slash souvenir shop with beautiful Taiwanese teas, high-end pineapple cake, some unique biscuits, and candy. I really like the vibe of this shop because you go in there and it's actually feels like a library where you can have tea, enjoy your book. The entire experience is very peaceful. Also, I don't usually like the pineapple tart, but their pineapple tart is actually really good. The packaging, the quality is absolutely amazing. So if you're looking for a souvenir to bring back from Taipei, then you should go check out Library Ante. So that's everything you need to know for your Taipei adventure. From tips to save money, where to stay, and even how to win 5,000 Taiwanese dollar at the airport. Let me know which one of this that you are most excited about, or if you've been to Taipei and if you have more tips to share. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to check out Hostinger Horizon to turn your travel ideas or experience into something. I'll put the link of everything that I mentioned below in the description box, and that's it for today's video. I'll see you on my next one. Bye!